Hello and welcome to the Calculator Guide video on sigma notation and generating terms in a series on a Casio fx-991EX. We have two series here, and for both of these we're going to firstly write out every term that is in the series, and we're going to be using table mode on the calculator to do that. So if you have table mode on your model of calculator, you're going to be able to complete part 1, and then for part 2 we need to find the value of the sum. For that we're going to be using the sigma feature here on the Casio fx-991EX, so your calculator needs to have that feature in order to be able to do part 2. So let's have a look at the first series then. 5r minus 2, and we've got the terms there 1 to 6. So firstly we're going to generate those terms in the sequence using table mode. So it's menu and then option 9 for table. Now we have fx here, so although we've got the series there 5r minus 2, we're going to have to substitute x for r. So we're going to input this as 5x minus 2. Press equals. If we have gx activated here, we're not going to do a second one, although you could do the second series, but we'll leave that for a separate occasion, so just press equals here to bypass gx. We've got a start, end and step. So start will be the number on the bottom of our sigma notation here, r equals 1, so that's our start. The end is the number on top, which is 6, and the step is 1. Each term goes up, first term, second term, third term, 1 each time. Press equals, and in the fx column here we have the terms of our series generated here, so 3, 8, 13 and so on, all the way up to our last term 28, and you'd be free to write those down if you needed those as an answer for a test, for example. Sticking with the first series, we're going to do part 2, which is find the value of the sum, and what we need to do here is to switch back to calculate, so it's menu and 1 to go back to calculate mode, and then we want to access the sigma feature, which is shift and then this button here, x. We can see that that's set up. Now we need to input the nth term of the series first, which is 5x. Remember, we're doing this in terms of x for the calculator. 5x minus 2, and then navigate right. We should see we could go to the bottom of the sigma notation there, x equals 1, in for r equals 1, and then onto the top, right again to input 6, press equals, and here we have the sum of those first 6 terms there, which is 93. And of course we could have simply just added up the numbers that were generated from the table there separately if we wanted to. However, this is a convenient way of being able to do that, particularly if we have a larger number of terms. We can quite quickly sum them using the sigma feature. Let's just try that again with the second series that we have here. If you want to pause the video at this point, if you want to have a go first. But I'm going to take you through this second series on the calculator. It's going to be the same process again, but obviously slightly different terms generated. So it's menu and then 9 for table. fx, well, we're going to input 4 and then brackets or parentheses, 1/2 inside. Right to navigate from the bottom there. Bracket and then to the power of, and remember it's x again here. Press equals. Equals to cancel our gx, and then we've got start and end. Well, this time we've got 3 and 8, so it's the third term to the 8th term. Step remains as 1, and you can see here that we've got the terms generated there, 0.5, 0.25 and so on. Let's say that we wanted to give these as the fraction equivalent. If you just navigate right and highlight these, you can see here in the answer line that we've got the fraction equivalent. It's obviously displayed in linear or line mode there, but we can still read those off as the fractions if those are what we want to write down, all the way down to 1/64 there. And then finally we want to sum this particular series for part 2, so it's back to calculate, menu and 1 for calculate, shift and then sigma, and then we're going to carefully input this now. So there's already a set of brackets open for a sigma notation, so it's 4, and then we want to open a second set here to input the fraction of 1/2. Careful to navigate right here off the bottom of the fraction. Another set of brackets to encase the half there, and then it's power of x. Okay, navigate right until we're on the bottom of the sigma there. X equals 3, right, and then 8 on the top. Terms 3 to 8, press equals. And here we have our sum here, 63/64. And if we wanted to give that as a decimal there, press SD. And we've got the decimal equivalent listed there just in case. So there we go, how we can use a combination of table mode and the sigma feature on the Casio Classwiz fx-991EX to generate terms of a series and the value of a sum. And if you're interested in how to do this in spreadsheet mode, which is possible, then there is going to be a second video for you to watch to show you how to do a similar sort of thing using the features of spreadsheet mode instead. So if your calculator has that facility, then you're going to be able to follow along with that video too. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos, but that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time on the Calculator Guide.